She thought it was love. She thought he was her future. But in the end, she was left with nothing but regret. How does something so sweet turn into pain? How does a love story end with tears? This is Maryam's story, a girl who followed her heart but lost herself along the way. And if you've ever been in a haram relationship, or if you know someone who has, this story is for you. Maryam was 18 years old, a quiet, kind-hearted girl who always tried to do the right thing. She prayed, fasted, and loved reading Quran. But like many girls her age, she also felt lonely. She had grown up watching movies about love, about soulmates who completed each other. Deep inside, she wanted that too. One evening at her university library, she bumped into someone. Literally. Her books fell to the floor. Maryam, embarrassed. "Oh, I'm so sorry." She looked up and saw him. Omar, chuckling. "No worries, that was my fault." He helped her pick up her books, smiling. That moment was small, but it was the beginning of something dangerous. Maryam didn't think much of Omar at first. He was just a friendly classmate. But then he started showing up everywhere, at the library, at the cafe, even near her lecture hall. One day he messaged her. "Omar, hey, I saw you struggling with the assignment. Need help?" She hesitated. She had never chatted with a guy like this before, but she told herself, "It's just for studies. It's harmless, right?" And so the conversations began. At first it was about class, but soon it became personal. "Omar, you're different from other girls, Maryam. You're so kind." She felt special, important. And then, one evening, as they sat under the sunset after class, he said the words that made her heart race. "Omar," softly, "Maryam, I think I'm falling for you." She knew it was wrong, but her heart wanted to believe that maybe, just maybe, this was love. Maryam and Omar started texting every day. Good morning messages, late night calls, and stolen moments between classes. At first, she felt guilty, but Omar reassured her. "Omar, we're not doing anything wrong. We love each other. Isn't love a beautiful thing?" Slowly, her priorities shifted. She started delaying her prayers. The Quran on her shelf stayed untouched. Her mother noticed. "Mother, Maryam, you seem different. Are you okay?" Maryam, forcing a smile. "Yeah, just busy with studies." But deep down, she knew the truth. She was drifting away from Allah. For a while, everything felt perfect. Omar made her feel like a queen. But then, he started changing. He took longer to reply to messages. Their conversations became shorter. One night, Maryam called him. The phone rang, but no answer. An hour later, a message popped up. Omar. "Hey, been busy. Talk later." Her heart sank. Why is he avoiding me? Days passed, and he became more distant. Until one day, she saw him with another girl, laughing, smiling, the way he used to smile at her. Her hands went cold. Her heart pounded. She told herself, maybe she's just a friend. But deep down, she already knew the truth. That night, Maryam confronted him. Maryam, shaking voice. "Omar, what's going on? Why are you acting different?" Omar sighed, running a hand through his hair. "Omar, Maryam, I think we should stop this." Her breath caught in her throat. Maryam. "What? But you said you loved me." He looked away, avoiding her eyes. Omar. "I thought I did, but I realized this isn't right. I need to move on." She felt like the ground beneath her had disappeared. Maryam, voice breaking. "Move on? Just like that?" And then he said the words that shattered her completely. "Omar, I've met someone else, and I want to do things the halal way with her." Silence. Tears welled up in her eyes. The same guy who convinced her that haram love was okay was now leaving her for someone he wanted to marry properly. A bitter, painful irony. That night, Maryam cried like never before. Not just because of Omar, but because she realized how far she had strayed from Allah. She remembered the nights she stayed up talking to Omar instead of praying. The times she chose his words over the words of the Quran. She had given her heart to someone, and lost her connection with the one who created it. At Fajr, she fell into sujud, sobbing. Maryam, whispering through tears, Ya Allah, I was blind. I chose dunya over you. Please bring me back. And in that moment, she felt something she hadn't felt in a long time: peace. Haram relationships may feel sweet in the beginning, but they often end in heartbreak, guilt, and distance from Allah. But here's the truth: real love doesn't lead you away from Allah. It brings you closer to Him. The one who truly loves you will do things the halal way. No matter how far you've gone, Allah's door is always open. If you've made mistakes, don't lose hope. Repent. Return to Allah. He will replace your pain with something far greater. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help spread these important messages. And let us know in the comments, have you or someone you know ever been in this situation? What lessons did you learn? Until next time, may Allah guide us all. Love.